Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm going to pin us real quick here. Actually, sorry. We're going to start over that. We're going to start that over again for the purposes of recording. Hold on, I'm going to add pin. Okay. Let's start this over again. Welcome, everybody. Hello, guests and members. Welcome to our monthly webinar series, the Metaverse Collective, for the Anima Collective, hosted by yours truly, Shirley Lopez. I am so happy and excited for our guest speaker today, Lilian Santini, who will be navigating us through leveraging ChatGPT for authentic brand content creation. So excited about this one. The Anima Collective, what is that? The Anima Collective is a space soul development and entrepreneurship meet. It is an inclusive community of self-identifying women with an entrepreneurial spirit, growing together in our true authentic power. We are powerful leaders for homes and in our communities. We transform the world and into a much more just, equitable, joyful, creative, content, connected, and prosperous place. If you are unfamiliar with the Anima Collective, I highly encourage you to check out their website, theanimacollective.com. Did I do that right? Yes, Jamie? Okay, fantastic. Quick intro about myself. I am Shirley Lopez. I have been a member of the Anima Collective since April 2020. I joined during the pandemic. It was great. And I have 2 established businesses and a startup I'm actually working on. My 2 businesses are LNL Process and Notary Force. We are nationwide process servers and virtual notaries. We get those people served or signed, whatever you want, whatever you need. My new startup is called Metadime. And what we're doing with Metadime is we're helping businesses create loyalty and membership platforms using NFTs as memberships. So let's forget about me for now. This is the star of our show, Lilian Santini. So excited for our guest speaker, who actually is a returning guest. This is her second go around at the Metaverse Collective. And we're happy to have you again, Lily. And I wanted to personally, thank you for being here, because you're somebody that I know, somebody that I call a friend. And I've had the pleasure to knowing Lilian for several years now, and I hear so much great stuff about her work. We network a lot together, and we're all in the same circles and all, but Lilian is somebody that stands out in what she does. Please check out her website at thecoppertico.com. She has created some amazing projects, including the branding of the Anima Collective. So way to go, Lilian. Lilian Santini is the visionary behind the Copper Portico, a Miami-based branding and graphic design company with years of experience in uplifting brands from small businesses, institutions, and professional service providers. Lilian has honed her expertise in brand strategy, graphic design, and more. A forward thinker, yes, definitely, major innovator, forward thinker, who embraces technological advancements. Lilian is a strong advocate for integrating AI into the branding building process. Her knack for creating compelling brand narratives is complemented by her skill in leveraging artificial intelligence, particularly ChatGPT, for content creation. And I'm sure she's going to mention it, Lilian book, The Gentle Algorithm, to help us all with AI. And I hope we hear more about it, about this. Without further ado, join us as Lilian delves into how you can maintain the authentic voice of the brand while utilizing AI for content generation. So welcome, Lilian. Round of applause. Woo!
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's always great to be here. I love this community. I have been part of this community for years, and I see my favorite people here today, and I can't wait to dive right in and show you guys a couple of tricks and ways that we can implement and improve our content. I do have this mini book that I wrote that Shirley just mentioned, and I'll make sure to drop it in the end so you guys can read it as well. It's a small PDF. I'm gonna also share a presentation with you on the screen right now, and once we are done, I also put the PPT there so that you can have it. So
Awesome.
let me share my screen with you. And we can get right in. Let me, actually, I'm not gonna make it full size because I'm gonna be going back and forth on ChatGPT as well. So today we're gonna talk about how we can leverage AI to help us write meaningful content and help us with this task that sometimes is so dreadful of creating blog posts, Instagram posts, LinkedIn, all these places that we get to be and we enjoy being, interacting with people, but we all here have businesses, and when it comes to talking about ourselves, sometimes this task is a little daunting. As you know, some of us don't like to talk too much about us, but we get to make our mark online, and then these tools, they help us to better our ideas. They get like, it's like it's like you hire a special, like an assistant that you can brainstorm all day and all night, and it's always there for you. And once, it's the same as having an assistant that you have to train, right? So you got to train somebody so that they know your likes and your dislikes and how they can help you and support you with your work. And same with ChatGPT. If you refine your prompts, if you keep training ChatGPT on what you really want, you are going to be able to get back something that is going to help you to implement and create your posts way faster. So a little bit about me, in case somebody watches this later and it's not familiar with me. I am the creative director of a branding company called The Corporate Particle. I have worked with pretty much everybody that is in this call right now. And so you know that I'm also an early adept of ChatGPT. I have of AI in general. I started with Midjourney, where I created some images. I am a big fan of image generation, and I'm also starting to create a lot of like systems and content using ChatGPT. This photo is also AI. If anybody wants to know how to create their own headshots for LinkedIn and alike using an AI app, let me know. I have been having a lot of fun with that lately. So
I'm raising my hand. I
it's
want to
a
know how to do that.
Yeah, I'll drop something at Anima Collective later. So we are going to be talking today, the meat and potatoes, let's say, of this presentation. I'm going to give credit to an amazing content creator called Justin Welsh, which I actually follow on LinkedIn, and I think everybody should be following this guy because he is fantastic. So he created something called the Content Matrix, which is really interesting, and I'm going to give you step by step of how to use it, and also you are going to have the presentation later so that you can copy the prompts. So why do we want to have a content matrix? We all know that sometimes, like, you wake up and you are not very inspired to create a post. It's not every day that you are like on your creator mode. So the best way to tackle this is to actually schedule your posts and create things in batches. So this content matrix, it's a merge of all your ideas and also some ideas that ChatGPT are going to develop for you, so that you create content in batches and you can be posting this down the road. Why do you want to do this? Because not every day you are up to it. Sometimes you really don't know what you're going to be talking about, and you think you have this impression that you have exhausted the topics that you usually share with your audience, but that's not true, and I'm going to show you why. So it's hard to create content from scratch without an outline and a plan that is cohesive. And that's exactly what we're going to do with ChatGPT. So what this content matrix that Justin Welsh created is about? It has 3 very easy steps. The first one is a brain dump. We are going to do like a brainstorm of everything that you might be able to talk about, that you want to talk about. and also the content styles, because you are not going to go on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on in your blog, and you are not going to be like hard selling all the time. You want to add value to your content. You want to create value for your audience. So ways to do that: you can create content that is inspirational. Maybe you can introduce a controversial topic that you want to talk about, you don't know how to insert that, or maybe you want to do something educational that people can have like a step-by-step on something. So we are going to merge this, and then we are going to use ChatGPT to build the matrix. So for the purpose of this call, and because of I know my dear audience here, I decided to create a prompt and work in a situation for a coach. So this could be a business coach, could be a wellness coach, but something to think about. So this is how I started. So this is a prompt for coaching business content strategy. So we would go to ChatGPT and say, first of all, pick a chat that is empty. You're going to start from scratch. You are not going to use like a channel that has already been previously used, because you want to make sure that you're going to train that chat to have that style that you want. So the prompt would be, you are starting a coaching business aimed to helping professionals maximize their potential in their careers. You'll be sharing content regularly on platforms like LinkedIn and Instagram to target professionals who are in the early or mid stages of their career. So this is very important. You want to make sure that you are feeding ChatGPT with information that is pertaining to your situation. You want to make sure that you know who you are targeting, who you're talking to, and why you want to be targeting. So the aim is to educate your audience about how your coaching services can help them accelerate their career growth, make better decisions, and achieve work-life balance. So you can write this prompt like this, or you can write it in first person, like, I am starting a coaching business, I am posting on LinkedIn. That is not really, like, it's not set on stone. So I already did this, and I'm going to show you how it looks like. So can everybody see my screen?
We can see your screen, but
It's very small.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's a way that you could zoom in a little bit.
Yes, I will. Hold on. View. Oh, let me do it like this. Better, right?
In the browser. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's perfect.
So this is what I wrote. The aim is to educate your audience about how your coaching services, this part I have read for you. So I'm going to give them a formula. I'm going to give ChatGPT a formula that is going to show it how I want this to be created. So you can always start thinking how you can use this for yourself. But in the end, I'm also going to show you a trick of how to get this, this prompt to work for you specifically. So this is the content matrix that we are going to be creating. To streamline your content strategy, imagine creating a content matrix where the x-axis represents types of content and the y-axis represents topics relevant to your audience. So I did a little brainstorming here, and I thought of asking for career development, leadership skills, time management, mental wellness in the workplace, and skill building. So I'm giving these 5 topics to ChatGPT, and I'm also saying that I want these types of content. Actionable, so there is like a step-by-step that people can be following in order to achieve something. Very common in a carousel on LinkedIn, very common on a carousel on Instagram, for example, and could also become a very good blog post. Motivational, we all could use some motivation once in a while. So this is something here for you to inspire. Vivian is here. She's excellent at creating this kind of posts. Contrarian, when you want to like rock the boat a little bit and say something that it might be an unpopular opinion, but that might be, but you are going to be bringing a perspective that people maybe are not going to be thinking about. Observation, so you can like spotlight a trend or talk about something on your industry. You can predict the future. People love to know what's ahead, what they might be expecting. We all live thinking a little bit ahead, and as business owners, that's something that we should be doing. And so this is what I asked. And then I say, generate content ideas by matching each type on X with the topic on Y. So it's going to merge and it's going to create like an infinite amount of topics that we're going to be talking about. Aim to create an intersectional approach that will engage your audience and position you as a go-to expert in the coaching field. So here comes ChatGPT. And first, it's going to just give me content like this. Something that is actionable in career development. 5 unconventional strategies to secure your next promotion. So it's something that is a step-by-step, and it's also about career development. Leadership skills, motivational. Leading through a crisis, inspiring stories of courageous leadership, or it could be my inspiring story of courageous leadership. So it did a little soup here, and then we have a lot of different things that we want to talk about, but this is not what we want. After we have this done, we are going to tell ChatGPT, now I want you to write out this table and write out a content idea at the intersection of the X and Y. You match each topic with a content type. For example, a content idea matching the topic mental wellness in the workplace with the content type how mindfulness transformed my career, a case study. Merging these 2 topics, you get 7 things you need to bring mindfulness into your workday. So based on this, ChatGPT will create a table that it doesn't fit here. Let me just do this so you can have an idea. Like, this is a table that you can keep creating. You can regenerate. Can you see a button here that says regenerate? You can save these and create more. So here we have this table that has...
So Lilian, when you click regenerate, what does that do? It gives you another answer?
It does it again. It's like you are wiping the response and it's creating a different one. You don't have to do that. You can just go ahead and say on the message here, please create more topics. But this is also a different way to do it. Gotcha. So here we have actionable content for each one of these themes, motivational content for each one of these themes, contrarian, observation, prediction. So observation for leadership, the rise of remote leadership, challenges and solutions. So these are all topics that maybe they don't really align with what you want to say. So one way to do that, you can come here, copy and paste the ones that you like. For example, like just come here, paste what you want, and then you can tell ChatGPT, thank you. I always say thank you because I don't know what's going on in the future, and I want AI to remember that I was very polite since the beginning. So you can say like, thank you. I feel that the contents below are very compelling and aligned with my strategy and my style. Can you create a new table using only these topics? And then it creates these topics for you. So we have here all these, but they are what? Topics. They are not your post yet, right? But we have them here. Some of them are excellent, and we might be able to use it. And then ChatGPT even gave me a couple of more ideas here to make the content ideas more actionable, as in your example. Here's a practical title for each intersection. So here you have other ways and other things that you can be using. I can't see the chat, but does anyone have any questions so far? Anything that it's not clear?
This looks great so far. I mean, this is something that usually would take me at least 2 hours, an hour just to brainstorm, and because I've done these like, by hand with my brain,
Yeah, yeah. Like running.
and yeah, and that's the thing, you get exhausted, you get
Yes.
exhausted. You're like, what more can I think about virtual notices, and this
Oh,
is great. I love this. So this is the framework. And then now we're getting into
yeah.
the actual, okay,
Yes. Kathy has a question though.
Kathy,
Yes,
tell
so
us.
my question is that do we continue with the same chat, right? Because we can create new ones and new ones. Do we continue with the same chat every time we're creating content, or is this one going to solidify and train it to know our brand voice? And then you can open up a new one. So I think that's really what I wanted to know.
Okay, I don't know if you see my screen, right? Look at how many chats I have here. These are like for things that I do personally, professionally, and all. But when it comes to the strategy of your brand, I highly, highly recommend to keep one chat only, or at least like train it just for content on Instagram here or LinkedIn, and keep that one. Because like I said in the beginning, it's like you have an assistant that is learning your style and learning what you like and what you talk about. So once you start, like we started here, coaching business, so it's always going to remember that you are a coach and this is what you talk about. And then if you even have to like write something else for a blog post in a month, if you come to this exact same chat, it's going to remember all the information that you fed. That is not going to apply to the entire platform of ChatGPT, only to this chat.
Wow, that is a really good question, Kathy, because I didn't know that. And now I'm wondering, can you actually categorize the chats, or can you name it like, this is my marketing chat?
Yeah, mine is here, content matrix.
Oh,
If I
okay.
want to put here anima presentation,
Okay. Okay.
it stays like that, because otherwise
Gotcha.
it gets a little confusing. I understand that.
No. Oh, that's good to know. Because now I can actually categorize my chats. That's great. I
Yeah.
love it. Now I'm starting to see more of the assistant
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. So we have all this content. Not yet. We have all these topics, right, that we're going to be talking about. But sometimes it's a little hard to just start a post from scratch. One thing that I'm going to leave very clear here, I don't believe on creating content on ChatGPT and just copy pasting it on anywhere, because it's your voice, it's your authenticity, it's your business. So you want to make sure that you read everything, edit everything, so that it really sounds like you, and you are 100% aligned with what you are presenting to your audience. So with that said, what I recommend you to do, let's say you post heavily on Instagram or on LinkedIn, each one, like depending on what you are trying to create, right? Because the styles are going to be different depending on the platform. But for the sake of this, let's say that you want to create a post on Instagram and you want it to have your voice. So what I recommend you to do is to go on Instagram and check your posts that have the most engagement. The posts that you are like, wow, I'm so proud of this content that I wrote. It looks amazing. It sounds nice. It sounds like me. And my audience really saw me on that post and engaged with me beautifully. So collect, let's say, between 2 and 10 of them. It doesn't have to be more than that. And then you can come back here and say, I'm going to give you some past content, some of my past content, so that you understand my brand voice and can help me create some posts that are aligned with my style. Sound good? And it said, absolutely, sounds great. Feel free to cut here, but I was like, okay, I'm going to just keep going. So I came here I posted here on my notes 2 posts that I had some good engagement. They are actually from LinkedIn, but I'm just going to use them as examples. And then I wrote post 1 and post 2, and I gave it to ChatGPT. So, and then he wrote, certainly, based on your brand voice and the engaging conversational style you've shared, note that I didn't say that that's what I want, but it read my post and it picked up that it's engaging conversational. Here's an Instagram post that aligns with the first topic and content. Oh yeah, because I asked it to create some posts. Oh no, I didn't say that.
yeah.
I thought I asked it to create the first post of the matrix. I didn't, but that's what it's doing because it's a proactive assistant. So it's doing. So
give it a raise.
yeah, here's an Instagram post that aligns with the first topic and content type in the matrix. 5 unconventional strategies to secure your next promotion. And then it created this content that is already with the emojis, and it, like, I read it before, so I know that it's aligned with my voice. And it gives you a call to action, challenge yourself to pick one of these unconventional strategies. Ready to unlock your potential, let's do this. It could be something like DM me. You can ask ChatGPT to make tweaks on the post. So let's say I loved it, but I feel that we can still make some improvement. So I came here and I asked, thank you, this is an excellent post. Could you make the style a little bit more inspiring? So it rewrote the post for me, making it a little bit more inspiring. The universe is conspiring in your favor. Like, some of these things are gonna be a little cheesy, and also remember, like I said, this needs editing. This is just as so that you can, it's like you want to make a good soup and you really don't have time to chop all the ingredients, and so you bought some frozen vegetables already cut off for you, but you need to put your own flavor into it. Otherwise, it's going to sound just like everybody else. So let's make sure that we do that. I asked the post to be inspiring. I could have asked, can you make the style a little bit more direct? Can you make the style a little bit, the style more authentic based on the previous post that I shared with you, or funny, or anything that you like. So let's say that I really like this one, and then I decide to go with it. But then I am in analysis paralysis because I have no idea what kind of images I'm gonna pair with this post. So I ask, please keep this style in mind for all the posts I write going forward. Could you give me some suggestions of images that align nicely with this Instagram post? And then it gives me some good ones and some terrible ones, like a Yoda. It's not a good one, in my opinion, but your Yoda moment might be something that you are into it. So my husband definitely would, but I am not like into that. So here's like a couple of things that you could be using, like, so you can head into, well, Midjourney if you feel like creating the image from scratch, but you can also go to Unsplash, Pexels, and look. You can even copy the name right from here. For example, Pexels. Come here, galaxy of stars. Boom, grab one of those, paste it on your post, and you're good to go. So each image can be styled or filtered to match your overall aesthetic of your Instagram feed for consistency. Look how amazing this is. It even knows that, like, about the importance of keeping the aesthetics of Instagram, and it's giving you this tip. So Let me see if I have anything else.
Are
So
you supposed to like give it your Instagram like link so that it knows?
no, it doesn't get, if I do that, for example, I'll give you, so Anima Collective, for example. If I get the Instagram from Anima Collective and I come here and I say, please give,
Well, maybe in a different chat because I don't want to ruin that chat. But
okay, good point.
yeah, do it in a different chat because
Okay, so
gonna-
please give me a summary of the posts created by this organization, Anima Collective. I can browse the internet, so I can summarize the posts. I can provide a brief description of the type of content. Like if I dump the content here, then it can summarize for me, but it's not going to be able to read anything on the internet. Obviously, if I do this.
Wow, because I thought I took information from the internet. That's what was my whole understanding of ChatGPT.
Yeah, it does, but it's funny because it doesn't read links, but it has to be something very like broad out there that everybody knows. And I'll give you an example. Look at this. Please read the post below and rewrite it on the voice of Mari Forleo, which I don't condone, by the way. I don't imitate other creators. It doesn't make any sense. But it knows Mary Forleo because she's super famous. So it's gonna do that for me. Baby, it's time to skyrocket your career like never before. Then if he writes like her, or he could write like Oprah, or like Joe Biden, or Lincoln, the president. Like, can you see this? Can you see this in Lincoln? Do you want to see this in Lincoln's voice?
Oh yeah, that'd be funny. That is curious. I'd really like to see what that says. But very cool
Yeah.
what it does.
Yeah. Look at this, just for the sake of it.
Mel Robbins, is that an inspirational speaker?
Who?
Mel Robbins?
Mel Robbins? Do you want to be?
Yeah, most of mine I do in Mel Robbins, and then I edit from there. It's like probably the closest to my voice.
I like it.
Let's see. With Mel Robbins. What do you think, Jamie?
It's always like a little over the top, but it's easier to edit from there for me, like then too. But yeah, it's close.
Yeah.
The hearts, the darlings. What else do I see in there? It's funny how words can really mold even your voice personality.
Yes.
If you do it in like the voice of Gary Vee, it's hilarious.
Oh, really? Let's see.
Because for a while I'd be like, oh, that's kind of close to my voice, but it's so him that it's like you can't use it.
Yeah, and he's something. So
exactly.
I love Gary Vee.
The other thing you can do with it is like combined people, and then I find it starts to sound like more authentically like myself, right? So I'll be like Mel Robbins and Rachel Hollis, or Mel Robbins, Gary Vee, and Rachel Hollis, which is like a really weird mixture that sounds a lot like me.
Yes. And then once you tweak some of these posts and make them really yours, what you can do is copy those posts, go back to your own voice, the content strategy, and feed ChatGPT with those posts that you absolutely 100% agree with and like happy with. So that keeps refining and refining and refining the voice. So we have this here. I'm going to be giving you this so that you have access to the content. Yeah, so we went through this. This is the post. Yeah. Yes. That's it on my end when it comes to showing how this works, and I'll be happy to take any questions or do something else, refine something else in case you need it.
Let's do some real life examples. Anybody have a real life example that they want to try out? Any content that they were trying to figure out? Who here wants to maybe put together a webinar or something? Kathy, I saw
So
you
I have a
unmute.
question. So I know that you have a formula, and obviously that formula is magical, and I'm wondering if you could use a different formula as well into who's Jat? We'll call it ChatGPT. In that same way, I'm curious because I took a master class and I was given kind of like a formula on how to really the pain points and who's this for, what are they struggling with, why did you create this, why would this benefit them, da 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 da. Can that be used in the same way you use your formula?
Yes, absolutely. There is no right way to do this right now. We are, and whoever is saying that is a master of this is lying. We are all winging it, trying different things and see what works. This is too new, people. This is less than a year old. You know, we are all like doing our best to understand the machine and see how this works. So there are different ways to do things. And what you could do, Kat, is something like this. For example, let's use you as an example. So I'm the founder and owner of, go ahead, Kathy, help me out here, like so that we can.
I'm a founder and owner of a trauma-informed wellness company that provides, I guess we could say provides wellness for you and the workplace with programs anchored in ancient wisdom and healing modalities.
Okay.
And I work with people with BIPOC and LGBTQ plus folks who are at the beginning of their healing journey or wellness journey, or in the middle, or they've started.
I lost you.
Oh, so I work with BIPOC and LGBTQ plus folks at the beginning or mid way of their healing and wellness journey to help them reconnect.
Okay.
To their body and heart, reclaim their wellness, and break generational cycles.
Ooh. Yes.
So I work with, I've come to see that people come, because I'm a first gen, a lot of first gens are coming to break those generational traumas and cycles. So yeah, I work with people on a one-on-one basis and through wellness programs in the workplace, creating and fostering sustainable work cultures away from hustle culture. And you know, I can sleep when I die type of culture.
Yes. And what we are trying to create here is just like getting this information that you just gave us and making it a little bit more, developing this information so that you have more content to work with, correct?
Yeah.
Please provide brief brand strategy for my brand, taking into consideration pain points, their goals, and what else do you want?
Next steps, action.
Now, their
Or-
pain points, their goals, and anything else, Kathy? Okay, I don't know if she dropped. For
I
now,
muted
no,
myself. Sorry, I
Yeah.
muted. Goals. So pain points, goals. I think, and transformations. I would say like their pain points or struggles, and transformations.
okay. We're gonna click and get this done right now, but I wanna also say that an excellent way to do this is to actually ask a lot of questions about your brand, putting them into put all the answers on a questionnaire, and then feeding ChatGPT with that, because it is gonna really grasp all the information. But with this, we might be able to get something good. And what is not good, we can just tell ChatGPT to change it to what we want.
Lillian, can you put it a little bit more zoomed in? Yeah. Thank you.
Sure.
Would it be helpful to even put your mission and vision in there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
But this is great. This is
I know.
amazing.
This presentation was about social media, but I gotta say that creating your content strategy first and feeding ChatGPT with this is the way to go, because you can definitely get more for your buck, let's put it that way, because it's going to really get trained. But we would not have time to do that in an hour, so I didn't even, you know.
No, but this you can brand from many different things from here. This is just laying the
Yeah.
groundwork.
I'll share
And
it with you, Kathy, later, so that you have it.
yeah,
Okay, thank you.
Actually, I think I can even do it straight from here, but I'll do it
you can
later.
share.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
I can copy the link.
Put it in the chat or
Yeah.
Awesome. This is fantastic. Anyone else have a real life example they want to use and test out while we're doing that? Anybody? Kathy? Catherine? There's two Kathys. Catherine and Vivian, Allie? Anybody? Well, I can tell you if nobody else wants to volunteer, but I have been struggling with this, because I create my own content as well. And then I'm here like, do I train someone? What do I do? And as an entrepreneur, business owner, and do it yourself person, this is fantastic. And it also helps me because when I do want to train somebody to create all my content and have them an in-house person, this is a great start, a tool for them to use.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna also drop the main example here on the chat, so you have access to the prompts. And I am going to drop the presentation that has the gist of it, so that you guys
Thank you.
can share.
All right, that's in there. The presentation. Also, do you want to drop your book in there?
Yes. So this is an ebook, a small book, a mini book about how to use AI with mindfulness. So I'm also going to drop it in here. in case
Nice.
anyone is interested to read.
Fantastic. I'm downloading it now. Thank you, Lilian.
You're welcome. This is so exciting. Like, I don't know if it's because I am really into AI, but I feel that this can help us so much to grow, to develop our abilities, our skills, share our gifts with the world. Because if we are shy over there thinking, oh, I have nothing to post, we have a lot of value to provide. And if this tool can help us put this value out there, why not? You know?
Definitely. No, definitely. And it helps entrepreneurs, helps small businesses, you know. There's a way, you know, I said it the other day, you know, YouTube University, like you could do it.
Yes, yes.
So this is just another of those YouTube universities. You know, we're actually this video is going on YouTube. So and the ability to do anything at this point is like there's no excuses. You want to do something, you can do it, you can get it.
Yeah.
So this is just another tool. Jamie, you want to say something?
Yeah, one of the things that Lillian told me, I don't know, a week or two ago that has like exploded my like what I'm doing in ChatGPT was that you can get the app and then you can do voice to text on it.
Yeah.
And for us that do not like to write at all, I just speak into it. So I have like one whole chat that's like, these are ideas that I have. Could you help me develop them? And I'm just speaking it. And Lillian told me that it's so good that it even picks up her accent, which is not the normal.
Yeah. Nobody
like
gets
normally doesn't. Nobody gets it.
like these machines, like Alexa, maybe. What's the other one from Apple? Siri. We don't get along, but this speaks everything. And I agree with you. And I don't know if you guys are like me, but sometimes it's 2 a.m. and I wake up in the middle of the night with an idea. And now, instead of getting up and coming here and trying to type something, what I do is I come to the app and then I don't know if you guys can see it, probably not.
A little bit, but not that much.
But there is like this voice icon here that you can just, and then I can say like, I had an idea to write a post about this and that. Please keep this here, and tomorrow morning we are gonna develop the idea. And by the time I wake up the next day, it has like, and I go back, it has even already wrote the post for me, and then I just edit. So for the ones that like to do the creativity strikes, you are walking your dog or you are like in bed, this is super helpful.
You know, before I used to just when I would get something that I'm like, oh, I need to do this or whatever, I would just automatically put it in my Trello. Like I would tap my app and then I'll put it, okay, add this to the Trello, right?
Yeah.
ChatGPT is going to be my new Trello.
And I'm sure there will be ways later on to
Wow.
integrate your project management platform with AI as well. So this gets streamlined, you know?
Absolutely. Wow, I want that. Sign me up when that comes out.
Same. And ChatGPT just announced yesterday that now you can you can drop an image on it. For example, if it's something with your bike, that's what I saw. You drop an image of your bike and then you ask for a solution for a problem in the bike, and they give you the answer. Or it can generate images too, I think right now. Like I have to do some research on that because I haven't yet. But the tool is improving every day. We are improving every day. Let's leverage the tool to still sound like ourselves, sound authentic, and just grow. Because content writing, anyway, it's not something that very few people are born knowing how to do it. We are the ones that, like, the more you do it, the better you get. So same with this, you know, the more we do it, the better it gets.
I don't know about you guys, but I just want to get out and just ChatGPT everything. So Thank you so much, Lilian. And if you guys want to connect with Lilian, scan the QR code that goes straight to her LinkedIn, and you'll see all of her. Lilian, you have one of the nicest LinkedIn profiles and posts. I love everything that you put on LinkedIn.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes,
You
I
too.
do.
You
I
are
do.
super active, super supportive. I love the way that you grow your community on LinkedIn. So good job.
Thank you. Thank you. And I want to do more. I want to do a ton more. So follow Lilian, her IG, the Copper Portico, and your website, thecopperportico.com. And if you need to reach me, you guys have my QR code right there too. That goes to my LinkedIn. Appreciate Lilian taking your time to present more golden nuggets to us. A lot of great things. As always, everything that you say is just, I need to absorb and I need to do it.
Thank you.
Thank you again. And Jamie, thank you for hosting the Anima Collective and having us. And yeah, anybody want to say any last words? We're good. We're awesome. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you again.
Thank you. Bye,
And
guys.
let me stop recording.